Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin, Tiffany Schultz. She's back and she is ready to share some great information on scams targeting seniors. Older Americans are faced with a lot of decision making, a lot of maybe some relaxation, maybe some whatever. But June 15th specifically is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, i.e. why we're going to talk about this stuff. It was funny because to me it used to be older Americans were the ones that were getting scammed. We know that has changed. That doesn't mean that there's still some that aren't getting scammed. In fact, you've got a dollar amount that says they're still getting scammed.
Older adults lose the most of any other age group. 65 plus, we're seeing a median loss of $160. So scammers are still targeting those older adults, and there's many scams that go along with the older adults that they use to target them. So in celebration of World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, we definitely want to bring these to the forefront.
Well, the first one and classic one that I think of people are familiar with, but still works. So still working its way through the system is the grandparent scam. Why is it so successful? And that's sad to say.
The grandparent scam is alive and well. Every time I talk to older adults, everybody in the room, there's always at least a handful of people that have been approached or scammed by the grandparent scam. And what happens is scammers reach out to older adults, and all of that information is readily available online. You can see how old somebody is. And they may link their phone number to them, give them a call, and either pretend to be their grandchild or tell them that their grandchild is traveling. Maybe it's a police officer or somebody from the hospital. The child is in jail or hurt, and they need some money to get out of jail or to pay the hospital bill. And as a grandparent, what are you going to do? Right? You're going to do anything for your grandchild. They ask you to wire money or pay with a prepaid gift card, and your grandchild is really safe at home. So if you do get that phone call, know your grandchild's whereabouts, call their parents. It's usually a very secretive scam, like don't tell my mom and dad.
Yeah, I'd hang up instantly. And I recommend that as we go through this day, just hang up. Hang up and call the actual person or the parent and start there, if it's really a serious one there. But easy for me to say, they are high-pressured scams, and you're going to see a theme of that here. Next one is bogus sweepstakes lottery scams. These can come via a call or email. These are constant, though. I swear, these are, constant, always happening.
Publishers Clearinghouse is the most impostered organization in 2024. So if you win a prize, you win some money, you're excited, right? Somebody calls you, tells you that you win $1 million, but there's a catch. You have to pay the taxes, or maybe you have to pay some kind of fee to get the money. And really, they're looking for your financial information. They're looking for a credit card. Maybe they're looking for a prepaid debit card or for you to wire money. But you can't let that $1 million go, right? So you fall for it.
What? Yeah, it's too good to be true. That's just my thought on that, but yeah, we'll go there. Tech support scam was a really big one a few years ago, and it was interesting. I think it was a time where people are like, should we really update? Because some of the updates had bugs in them, so did you wait? Did you not? But this one, I've heard people tell me, yeah, I almost got scammed because they were like, yeah, I need to get it updated. I need to update my computer. I'm like, why would somebody call you to do that or send you an email? Eesh.
Technology is scary, right? As we get older, technology becomes more advanced and our skills aren't what they used to be. Technology is outpacing what we know on the computer. So scammers know that, and they reach out to consumers, and they may tell them that there's something wrong with their computer and they can help them fix it. Maybe they're looking for a credit card, maybe they're looking for remote access, or you're just browsing a website and something red pops up on your screen telling you that you have a virus. What really happened is the scammer purchased an ad, and it's an ad on top of a website that you're looking for. Again, they prompt you to call a phone number to fix it. So if you get anything related to tech support and you don't know how to fix it, do not talk to the person on the other end of the phone. Reach out to a trusted friend or family member and see if their expertise can help you fix it.
Yeah, you kind of, as we kind of turn towards now how to avoid scams in general, the first one to me is finding a trusted person to talk to about this. Whether it's, if it's support or, we talked about the grandparent scam and calling the parent, the tech support, like actually, doing your own research and homework and going to find those legit companies. Start there before you go to an unwanted, and I think that would be the first tip for me. It's unwanted. You weren't expecting it, and here it is. That should be a red flag.
Don't talk to strangers. If you don't.
Bye.
Jeremy, we've known each other for 6 years.
Sorry, Tiffany.
Yeah, it goes back to what we learned in kindergarten, right? Don't talk to strangers, especially if you're giving up that credit card information or personal information. Turn to your kids, turn to your grandkids. There are people out there that can help you.
And don't be ashamed to reach out for help. I think that's something that we've talked about with DATCAP, Department of Aid Trade Consumer Protection, is some people feel guilt, like embarrassed about. Don't feel embarrassed. You want to lose out your identity, your money, all that trouble that comes with it, or just reaching out and finding somebody who knows something, start with that.
Absolutely, and even as an expert, sometimes it takes us time to wrap our heads around what's happening, and that's what scammers want. It's okay to ask for help.
All right, make sure you know who you are talking to, period.
It may not be your grandchild on the other end of the phone. It may not be the hospital calling you. It may not be a police officer. Phone numbers are very easy to spoof. It can look like my mom is calling me. So know who you're talking to. In the moment, you have a lot of emotions going on. There's fear crossing your mind, the what if. Don't give in to it.
Also, making sure that you don't always answer the call or the phone. You don't have to. You're not obligated to pick up the phone if it rings. I've learned that the hard way.
If you don't know who's calling, it's okay to send it to voicemail. After you've reviewed the call, done your homework, then call the person back. Don't necessarily call the number back that they left you. Call the number back from the organization that they are claiming that they're calling from, that you can find online and verify.
You hit some key areas when you were talking about some of these scams, but never wire money or send gift cards. Just don't. That has to be a close the door, shut it down, no.
Your money is gone. If you send a wire transfer, if it's not caught on time, the gift cards, once those numbers are scraped off and they're sent, your money is gone. Venmo, any peer-to-peer cash app, your money is gone. And Jeremy, I've said it over and over and over again. Credit card offers your best protection.
Yeah, it just got it. And I think if you see those two items pop up, you got to just shut it down right there and really ask yourself, is this right? It's just not good. And you said this before, but at some stores and some places where you're doing the wire money, there's actually warnings now. And they may even ask you, hey, are you being pressured by a scam? Or, some questions there to kind of get you thinking oh yeah. So there are reminders there for you as well.
Bank tellers are trained to ask questions. You may be asked questions by the cashier at the retailer where you're purchasing those gift cards, and they're there to be a second set of eyes for you.
All right. Make sure you report it as always. And if you want to find more information about the scam tracker or staying up to date on this great information, and review it always. Where can they find that?
BBB.org.
Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thanks for having me.